ejection blows the whistle. And we'll be getting this started in 5 seconds. Rorschach trying to make his way through the back row. Montreal coming through first, however, picking up lead at jammer for the Mont Royals. Rorschach headed to the penalty box for a forearm penalty. Power jam situation here, first the jam of the game. Mont Royals going to look to open a big lead here early. Montreal, however, deciding to use a forearm penalty of his own on Psycho when he heads to the penalty box. Power jam situation now reversed. Rorschach will be coming out of the box. And is this going to be the tone of the match, Robert?
No, absolutely not. I think we can put money on that.
Certainly hope not.
We've got two teams here basically sat all morning waiting for their opportunity. They're just kind of, there's a lot of adrenaline going on right now.
Just a little first jam jitters here for both teams, you're saying? Raul Mobile taking the outside line, completing his initial pass. Rorschach already through on his. He's coming in to score some points right now. Getting knocked hard to the inside by Emergency. Raul Mobile just looking through the outside, picking up 4 points for the Mont Royals. Rorschach still trying to complete his first scoring pass, getting knocked around inside. We're going to go the full 2 minutes in this first jam. No lead jammer right now. Whistles being blown. Rorschach getting 3 points on that pass. As Raul Mobile makes his way through the pack, 4 points for the Mont Royals.
We've got quite the skate malfunction in turn 1 right now. Mike Hart is down. It looks like he's lost the back 2 wheels on his left skate.
The truck portion of the back part of his skate came completely detached from his boot. So he's going to need to find a replacement pair or he will be benched. Raul Mobile, in the meantime, picking up some more points as this floor claims yet another victim. We've seen toe stops, wheels, and now trucks coming off all tournament long. 17-5. Mont Royals in the lead. Official timeout being called. And I believe... All right, so we have a power jam situation here. Eltona, number 0 at the line. This is what I like to call half derby. We have 2 blockers from each team and 1 jammer out there. And Eltona picks up lead jammer for the Mont Royals. Mo Bunyan headed to the penalty box. As well and out comes out. Raul Mobile pretty much on the track by himself. Picks up an easy 5 points. Making his way around, getting another grand slam for the Mont Royals. 27-5 right now with 27 minutes to go. Mobile making his way around, Dave Dowd and Massacre for another grand slam. Tank and the ref come out of the penalty box at the same time. Psycho coming out as well. Raul Mobile with another grand slam. As Rorschach comes out of the penalty box. Eltona with a nice defensive block there. And he picks up another grand slam for the Mont Royals. Psycho headed back to the penalty box as Rorschach gets knocked out of bounds by number 6502, Grimlock. Eltona getting knocked out of bounds by Dave Dowd. Dave Dowd heading to the penalty box. And that's the end of the jam. Penalty box timers have their work cut out for them so far, 46-5. Mont Royals in the lead. The Capital District Trauma Authority. We're just 2 jams in.
Well, I think after seeing the last 2 rounds that the CDTA has played, they're definitely a second-half team. Especially if you took a look at the bout against Manchester yesterday. They owned the second half, but it's really like they need that first half to warm up, get their stuff together, and then come in the second half.
they played so well in the second half, it's just a matter of overcoming the lead they gave up in the first half, which they were just short of doing in the CDTA bout, but they managed to overcome in the Manchester bout. So I guess it's just a matter of doing damage control in the first half against the Mount Royals here, and then piling it on in the second half, although I'm sure the CDTA would like to take that lead before that halftime whistle blows. Looks like number 0010, our Soul Jam against number 17, Raul Mobile, score 47-5, Mount Royals in the lead.
All the CDTA players out there just took a spill outside of turn 1. Raul Mobile in front and lead jammer.
Raul Mobile picking up a lead jammer, making his way through the inside and calling off the jam. Will Jettison headed to the penalty box for the CDTA. Shot heads to the line, as well as number 0, Elton. Elton knocking Rorschach out of bounds, sending him off the line as he likes to do. And staying way back in the pack, Rorschach has to come in behind him. Elton buying some time until the track clears up for a little bit and races through, picking up the lead jammer for the Mount Royals. Some great strategy being employed here by the team in red. Already 4 points for Elton before calling off the jam. On the wire, headed to the line. He's going to be jamming against Raul Mobile. 51-5, Mount Royals in the lead. Rev headed to the penalty box for the CDTA for a clockwise block penalty. As Raul Mobile picks up lead and jammer for the Mount Royals. And there goes another truck. The front truck of Massacre.
I'll tell you though, if there's anyone that I would trust skating on half a skate, it's going to be Massacre.
This is anarchy here on the track. This first half. Massacre still blocking Raul Mobile with 1.5 skates on. That's the image. Official timeout, 21 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the first half. So far a bit of a slow moving first half because it's practically been a timeout or an official timeout call on every jam.
Arsenal taking a spill in turn 1. That little bit is going to allow Raul Mobile up in front of the jammer, Montreal. Looks like we've got 10 headed to the box for the Montreal team. It's currently going to leave 1 blocker out there on the track.
Both Chambers making it through their initial pass almost at the same time. Arsenal making his way through, picking up 4 points. Raul Mobile picking up 4 points as well. No change in the lead. And that's the end of the jam. 13-59 right now. Mount Royal still in the lead.
Number 0, Elton's out there for Mount Royals versus 88, Rorschach for CDTA.
Rorschach trying to make his way through, gets hit hard to the inside by Big Panda. Quickly makes it back into the pack, though, takes the outside line, picks up lead and jammer for the CDTA. Altoona still trying to make it through, gets hit hard by Psycho. Sorry, that was Hazmat that put that hit on. Will Jemison headed to the penalty box for the CDTA. That's the end of the jam. Jam called off by Rorschach. After picking up 4 points for the CDTA, score is 21 CDTA, 59 Mont Royals, 19 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the first half. Jamming against, that's Mardi Gras jamming against Unwired. Dave Dowd heading to the penalty box for the CDTA. The red number 71 comes out of the penalty box for Mont Royals. Unwired running through the pack, picking up each out for the CDTA. Mardi Gras right behind him.
Unwired is going to pick up 2 on that pass.
That's the end of the jam. 59-19. Mont Royals in the lead. 18 and a half minutes to go in the first half.
Our solo there for CDTA up against Raul Medina for the Mont Royals. Arso looking to take the outside. He unfortunately gets pushed out, coming back in. Fighting his way through. He does come up, being jammer for CDTA.
Arso and Raul Medina hitting the pack at almost the same time. Raul Medina running up the inside. Getting 4 points before pulling off the jam. Score is 63-19. Mont Royal still in the lead. 17 and a half minutes to go in the first half.
Elton on for the Mont Royals. Up against Rorschach for CDTA.
Elton out putting the hit on Rorschach as he likes to do. Then taking the outside line and picking up lead jammer for the Mont Royals. Rorschach still trying to make his way through for the CDTA. Almost by M410. And 911 emergency, he makes it through, picking up his initial pass as Elton now heads to the penalty box. Power jam situation here for the CDTA, and they're going to try and close that gap that the Mont Royals have over them. 63-19 the score as of right now. And as I say that, Rorschach heads to the penalty box himself. Because of some confusion there, he's actually going to hit the penalty box before Elton, but neither of them are going to serve an awful long amount of time in their penalties. Rorschach coming out of the penalty box, Elton not that far behind him. Rorschach picking up a grand slam for CDTA. 4 points for Elton. He completes his scoring pass for the Mont Royals. Rorschach getting smashed.
Big hard hit right square to Rorschach's chest.
And Tank's going to be going off for a high block as a result of that. And Rorschach picking up another 4 points for the CDTA. As Elton does the same. 4 points for the Mont Royals. Score is now 28-71. Montreal still in the lead. As I see that, 4 more points on the board by the Toronto Authority. 32-71 Montreal. No lead jam review, so we're going to go the full 2 minutes for this jam.
Rorschach about 3/4 of his way through that pass. A couple of whistle blew, and I think that he was just a little confused as to what exactly was happening. Came back in and has to reapproach.
Melvin Stake is headed to the penalty box with CDTA. That's the end of the jam. Second play through the first half of this game. The 5th place bout in the Mohawk Valley Cup. Number 16, Mardi Gras, headed to the line. He's going to be jamming against number L33 team, Unwired, for the CDTA. Skaters are off. Pack is very tight at the jammer line. Unwired squeezing his way through, picking up lead at jammer for the CDTA. Unwired picking up 4 points and calling off the jam. Updated score 40-79. Good job, anyways. Raul Mobile jam against Arsenal. Looks like everybody's just checking their toe stops to make sure everything's secure and no flags, skates, or flying equipment.
Raul Mobile being sent to the penalty box for a forearm.
Arsenal picking up lead jam for the CDTA, and this is an opportunity for them to start to close that gap as they have done their past couple of bouts in the Mohawk Valley Cup. Arsenal squeezing his way through, picking up 5 points for the CDTA. Arsenal picking up another grand slam for the CDTA. 50-79, Montreal still in the lead, but power jam situation for the Toronto Authority as they close the gap. Another grand slam.
Pushes through for another 5, that's 15.
15-point score here by the Toronto Authority as they are working hard to close that gap. Arsenal trying to make his way around 4. It's clear. 20 points this jam for the CDTA. 60-79. 19-point game as Arsenal pulls off the jam. Just about as good a jam you can hope for when your team is trailing. 19-point game now. Toronto Authority definitely within striking distance. If they can have one more jam like that, they will be in the lead. 12 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rorschach coming to the line for the CDTA. Raul Mobile still stuck in the penalty box for the Mont Royals. He will be coming out on the whistle, but Rorschach will be off the line by himself. Rorschach trying to get through the Mont Royals single-handedly. Red trying to stop him, but Rorschach gets through and picks up lead jammer for the CDTA. Raul Mobile coming off the bench for the Mont Royals as he tries to complete his initial pass. Rorschach's already into the match, scoring points. That's the end of the jam. Jam called off by Rorschach after picking up a couple more points for the CDTA. Score now 62-79. Mont Royal still in the lead. 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Mardi Gras going to be jamming against Unwired here. Mardi Gras for Montreal, Unwired for CDTA. Both jammers
Massacre pushing Mardi Gras out of bounds to the outside. That gives Unwired the opportunity to squeeze through. He's going to come up lead jammer. Red headed to the box. Certainly going to be to Unwired's advantage.
Massacre and Rim Jettison hold them back. Mardi Gras as Unwired picks up a grand slam for the CDTA. 67-79 now, 12-point game. Raul Mobile completing, Mardi Gras completing his initial pass As McGuire gets another 4 points and calls off the jam. 71-79, 8-point game. Charlotte Authority bringing themselves even closer to taking the lead. 10 minutes, 25 seconds to go in this first half, and the crowd is starting to get loud. Number 0010 taking on number 0. Arsenal for the CDTA, Eltona for the Mont Royals.
It's really actually kind of a palindrome of numbers out there.
That's true. You put them next together and it's 0-0-1-0-0 either way. Eltona getting knocked to the outside as Arsenal picks up lead jammer for the CDTA. Very strong crowd contingent here for the team from Albany. As Arsenal makes its way to the pack. Arsenal going to be sent to the penalty box on a forearm penalty, so this is a power jam situation here for the Mont Royals as they look to widen the gap. Sorry, Arsenal called the penalty box on a back block. Mobile picking up 5 points, 84-71 now for the Mont Royals. I'm sorry, that's Eltona jamming for the Mont Royals. Action is getting chaotic out there now. 89-71, Montreal. Eltona coming in for some more points on his third scoring pass. Nice spin move around the Albany pivot number 72. Dave down. Eltona coming in backwards in the back as he works his way between Dave down and number 112, George Dunkley. Getting another grand slam for the Mont Royals. Starting to pull themselves out of striking distance for the Trauma Authority. 99-71, Mont Royals stretching that lead out. Eltona making his way around second. Getting another grand slam. Fantastic jam so far for the Mont Royals. Eltona coming in sideways, sneaking through the pack. Another grand slam as Arsenal comes out of the penalty box. CDTA bench screaming at their players to get in front, and that's the end of the jam. Great jam there, much needed jam for the Mont Royals. Official timeout in 75 Capital District.
Forearm is trying to make his way through the pack.
Power jam situation here for CDTA. Rorschach making his way through the pack. Picking up lead jammer for the CDTA. Massacre headed to the penalty box. Rorschach going to try and close that gap once again and get CDTA within striking distance. 5 points for CDTA. 80-107 right now. Mont Royals in the lead. Rorschach losing some support though as Heart Attack heads to the penalty box. Rorschach trying to make his way through the Mont Royals blockers. Picking up another 5 points from the Trauma Authority, 85-107 Montreal. Capital District keeping the pack at a standstill as Rorschach makes his way to the pack again, and that's the end of the jam. Rorschach calling it off as Raul Ramil was getting ready to come out of the penalty box. So CDTA can start with their jammer on the line while Montreal's jammer still waiting in the penalty box, ready to come out. (107.88) Montreal. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. On the wire, the only jammer out there right now trying to make his way through, but getting held back by Emergency and the red. Meanwhile, Eltona coming out of the penalty box, making his way through. does not get lead jammer. No lead jammer for this jam. Unwired making it through first, but not passing all the blockers inbound, so we're going to go the full 2 minutes in this jam. Altoona trying to make his way around Hazmat, does so. Picking up 4 points from the CDTA. Unwired getting knocked inside by the red, number 71 from Montreal. As Altoona battles out Massacre, the last line of defense for the CDTA makes it past him. 5 more points for Montreal. 88-116 Montreal as Altoona comes in for another scoring pass. Unwired still trying to complete his first scoring pass for CDTA. Hard attack headed to the penalty box for a clockwise block on CDTA. Altoona picking up another grand slam for the Mount Royals, trying to give themselves some breathing room going into halftime. Knocked to the inside, but he completes his first scoring pass. 4 points for the CDTA as Altoona picks up another 4 for the Mount Royals. Unwired headed to the penalty box for a blocking out of bounds penalty. Power jam situation here for Montreal. That's the end of the jam. Huge jam there for Montreal again, 129-92 in favor of the Mount Royals with 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Start out unopposed for the Mount Royals. Welling able to push him out to the inside. Marty though quick to get through that pack. He's going to come up with the jammer for the Mount Royals. In the meantime, it looks like Welling headed to the penalty box.
4 points scored for Mardi Gras. 131-92 Montreal. Mardi Gras picking up another grand slam for the Mount Royals before calling off the jam. 136-92 Montreal.
CDTA had a great run there, kind of like right in the middle of this half so far. They were just picking up lead jammer time after time, closing that gap, and then it's just kind of they ran into a little bit of penalty trouble, and now they've got to regain all of that momentum, work on regaining all of those points that they lost.
Montreal getting a ton of momentum now. Raul Mobile picking up lead jammer for the Mount Royals. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 138-92, and that's the end of this jam. 142-92, 50-point lead for the Mount Royals. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Eltonon's out there for the Mount Royals up against number 88, Rorschach. Looks like Massacre is headed to the box.
Rorschach making it through first, but Eltonon right behind him. Rorschach switching gears and doing a little defensive jamming here and then sprinting forward. Rorschach begins way in, back call off the jam. No points scored for either team, and we have 40 seconds to go, just enough time for one more jam. 142 Montreal, 92 Capital District. In this 5th place bout of the Mohawk Valley Cup 2013.
Standing alone out there as the only blocker for CDTA. Makes it that much easier for Mardi Gras to get through the pack when it only consists of, at that point, I think, 3 or 4 blockers.
Mardi Gras making his way in, back calling off the jam, picking up a couple points. 3 points for Montreal, so it is 145 to 92 as we go into halftime.
Team up against Raul Mendil, number 17.
145 to 92. Montreal's in the lead as we start the second half.
Rorschach coming up with the jam status for CDTA.
Rorschach picking up the jam for Raul Mendil, completing his initial pass. Looks like Hazmat headed to the penalty box for CDTA. Rorschach picking up a couple of points there before calling off the jam.
Elton's out there for the Montreal, up against Unwired for CDTA. Looks like both teams using a 3-jammer rotation this afternoon. Not getting knocked down right there in turn 1. He go back up and re-jammer for the Mount Royals. Unwired still looking to make his way through. He's going to deal with the ref and the ambitious.
Unwired completing his initial pass. Elton makes his way into the pack, picking up 4 more points before calling off the jam. 153 to 94, Montreal in the lead. 28 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second half.
Our soul out there for CDTA up against Mardi Gras for the Mount Royals. Both teams down 1 blocker as we start this 3rd jam in the second half. Staying on his feet. He comes up and lead jammer for CDTA. Marty getting pushed to the inside rather on turn 1.
Mardi Gras completing his initial pass, but not before Arsenal, who picks up 4 points for CDTA, calls off the jam. 98-149. Montreal in the lead. 27 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Raul Mendil, number 17 for the Mount Royals, up against Rorschach, number 88 for CDTA. Rorschach pushes his way through. Looks as though he's going to come up lead jammer.
Nice spin move around the outside by Rorschach. Picking up 4 points before calling off the jam. 2 points scored by Montreal though. 102-151. Montreal still in the lead. I believe we're seeing somebody go off and track that penalty as well. He's on the beard, so I feel extra privileged of the announcers. But I'm sure it would work as well on a beard wig. If you wanted to purchase some of those, you'd be all set. Points clarification was the cause for that official timeout. Elton picking up lead at chamber 4. The Montreal Royals. Power jam situation here for Montreal. Rorschach in the penalty box at the end of that last jam.
CDTA has all of their blockers in there. The Rev, though, comes in and caps the wall.
Massacre taking a hard fall from CDTA. Rev going to the penalty box as a result. Elton, meanwhile, picking up points, 162 to 100, Montreal.
Hard attack doing a backward somersault.
Massacre sending Elton out of bounds. Elton calling off the jam.
Number 16, Mardi Gras out there for the Montreals. Rorschach still finishing up his penalty. Marty takes it to the inside. He is through quick and easy.
Rorschach out of the penalty box and back into the pack. Psycho knocking Mardi Gras to the inside and bringing him behind the pack. Meanwhile, Rorschach completes his initial pass. Mardi Gras got hard by Psycho. Psycho's going to be sent off in a clockwise block there. Mardi Gras calling off the jam. Montreal still in the lead, 24 minutes to go in the second half.
Unwired out there for CDTA up against Raul Mobile for the Montreals. Unwired inside, outside, inside again. He's going to come up lead jammer for CDTA. Unwired streaks through. He's going to pick up 4 points, calls it off.
That's funny.
.170 to 109. Montreal in the lead. 23 minutes to go in the second half. Elton jamming against Arsehole. Trying to get on the wall right in front of his Elton takes the outside of the line. Arsehole picking up lead jammer just barely though. Elton hot on his heels. Big pin ahead into the penalty box for Montreal.
Arsehole, that totally works out well for him. He squeaks through, picks up 4 points. Elton though picks up 2 as well. Net gain 2 for CDTA. Number 16, Mardi Gras out there for the Montreals with 2 blockers on his side. Rorschach, number 88 for CDTA with 3 of his own. Marty takes a ball to the inside.
Mardi Gras getting knocked down there. Rorschach picking up lead jams for CDTA. Mardi Gras so close to completing his initial pass, but getting knocked down at the last second by Psycho. Psycho trying to line up for another hit. Getting too far out of play now. Mardi Gras completing his initial pass. Rorschach gets knocked inside and calls off the jam. 172 to 116, Montreal in the lead. 21 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the second half. Raul Mobile jamming for Montreal. He's going to be jamming against Unwired for the CDTA.
Two blockers out there for Montreal. Full game of blockers for CDTA. Works in Unwired's favor. He is through the jammer. Raul still fighting his way through. Looks like Hazmat takes him out. Unwired through on his scoring pass. He's going to pick up a full 5 as Raul is still stuck in that CDTA pack.
Raul Mobile completing his initial pass to the Mont Royals as Unwired makes his way on Altona, picks up 4 points and calls off the jam. 125-172, Montreal in the lead, 20 minutes to go in the first half. Arsehole headed to the line against Buddy Ollie, number 50 for Montreal, jamming for the first time. That's the end of the timeout. Buddy Ollie hitting Arsehole off the line. As both jammers trying to make it through, Arsehole taking the outside line, picking up the jammer from the CDTA. Buddy Ollie right behind him. Looks like the refs are going to have to bounce back from Montreal. Arsehole making his way through the pack. Each team getting 4 points in that jam. No change in the point spread. 175-128. Montreal still in the lead. 19 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Elton needs to get a foul. He don't foul much. Elton needs to go to the corner box. He don't foul much.
Elton's out there for the Montreals up against Rorschach for CDTA.
Oh, damn.
Looks like still two blockers rather each. Elton doing his part to hold Rorschach back. Rorschach is through. He's going to pick up the jammer. Hazmat's going to take on Elton. Slows him down just a little bit, giving Rorschach a little bit of time to come around again on a scoring pass. Rorschach couldn't quit it, gets past those two blockers. He is going to pick up 4 points.
Yeah.
Unwired out there up against Raul Mobile. Unwired sees an opening to the outside, takes it, who's going to come up the jammer, CDTA. Raul Mobile, though, of course, hot on his tails.
Unwired making his way on the track, end of the pack, calling off the jam. Neither team getting any points there, still 132-176. Toronto Authority chipping away at that lead. 17 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Marty Gras jamming for Montreal. He's going to be jamming against Arsehole for the CDTA.
Arsehole looking to go right up through the middle. Marty Gras gets pushed to the outside.
Both jammers having a difficult time making it through the pack. No lead jammer as of yet. Arsehole makes his way through the pack but does not get a lead jammer. Neither does Mardi Gras, so we're going to have a full 2-minute jam here. Arsenal crashing headlong into the red as he enters the pack for his first scoring pass. Trying to make his way around, unable to do so. Getting pulled all the way to the back of the pack by Buddy Ollie. As is Mardi Gras by Massacre.
Unfortunately, Arsenal looks like picks up a bad block that's going to get sent to the penalty box. We're going to finish on this last minute with Mardi Gras the only jammer out there.
Back block penalty by Arsenal. The last thing CDTA needs right now, power jam situation, as Mardi Gras picks up a grand slam for the Montreal's. Massacre heading to the penalty box for the CDTA. Mardi Gras picking up another grand slam, 191 to 32. 15 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Looks like Will Jensen's going to be heading to the penalty box as Mardi Gras picks up another grand slam before the jam ends. 191 to 135. Montreal in the lead. 15 minutes to go. If always the stage one of their trademark comebacks are going to have to start right now.
They've got the red Rorschach out there talking to the league.
Looks like there's official review done on the direction of gameplay penalty on Capital District's 420 Will Jettison. The call stands, so Trauma Authority will be penalized the timeout.
Was it on 420?
420 Will Jettison.
420 Malbunyan.
Malbunyan, I'm sorry. Thank you for that
correction. I was like, that number and name does not match up.
Will Jensen doesn't even skate for Albany. I don't know what I was thinking. This is my 6th bout, folks. I'm a little tired. Alex out there. And he's going to be heading off on a tracking penalty. Power jam situation here for Trauma Authority. If they're going to close that gap, it needs to start right now. Arsenal taking a hard hit by Emergency. Emergency getting more than 20 feet away as Arsenal makes his way around the track.
Arsenal, unfortunately,
getting hit hard in the lane now after all. Nobody likes that. Young Vicious. I'm sorry, that's seriously, yeah, Young Vicious for Montreal hitting Arsenal while he was down. He's going to be heading to the penalty box for that. As is number 911 Emergency, so things just got a little bit easier for Arsenal. Jamming 4, the CDTA getting another grand slam. 145-96 now, 13 minutes to go in this power jam situation for Albany. Arsenal picks up another 5 points, 150-196, 46-point game. Elton coming out of the penalty box and engaging the pack, getting knocked out of bounds by Malbunyan and Massacre. And that's the end of the jam.
Elton picks up 5 points of his own at the tail end of that. Rorschach number 88 out there for CDTA up against Raul Mendio.
Just wanted to review the misconduct hit on Arsenal by Young Vicious. Rorschach making his way through. Lead jammer for CDTA, very quick. Raul Mendio still trying to complete his initial pass. getting knocked out aside by Massacre. Massacre can't stay in bounds though. Rorschach picking up 4 points and calling off the jam. 1:59.201, 11 minutes 45 seconds to go.
Eltonon's up against Unwired. Eltonon only having 1 blocker out there to assist him. But that is the rep, so that's quite a bit of help.
Eltonon knocking Unwired to the inside and steaming very far back. Unwired gonna try and wait it out. Eltonon just toying with him. Unwired has to go in behind Eltonon, otherwise he's gonna get a track penalty. Interesting strategy for Eltonon. Not going to score Montreal any points, but Montreal does have a solid lead, so they're more concerned with burning time off the clock and keeping their lead at this point, and not necessarily scoring points. And it looks like the Rev, number 71, has been ejected for 7 trips to the penalty box for Montreal. Fouling out twice in this tournament.
All that, Unwired comes up, lead jammer CDTA. Big pile up in turn 1. Heard a couple of whistles, we'll see how that plays out. And after all that, Eltonon picks up a forearm and is headed to the box.
Power jam situation here for CDTA. As Unwired looks to take advantage. Unwired making his way through.
Montreal losing blockers right now. They've got 1 blocker out on the track. Obviously someone's going to have to come back in.
This is huge for CDTA if they can capitalize. 5 more points for CDTA. 1:69.201. 15 seconds left in this jam. Unwired heading in. Getting run into hard by Regency. Regency headed to the penalty box now for a clockwise block. He's going to get waved back out of the track, and that's the end of the jam. Power jam situation here. Timeout already. That's the end of the timeout. The official review has come to a close. Rorschach trying to make his way around Don Vicious, and Tank does so. Picks up lead jam for the CDTA very quickly, which is what they needed right now. Pack actually moving backwards a little bit as Rorschach trying to muscle his way around that Tank, and he does so. 5 points for the Trauma Authority. 1:79.201. 8 minutes 55 seconds to go as Eltonon comes out of the penalty box.
Rorschach picks up another 5.
Eltonon still trying to make his way through. Young Vicious going to be heading to the penalty box to serve his penalty now that some room has opened up. Rorschach with another grand slam by CDTA. Young Vicious still not completing this initial pass. 1:89.201. Young Vicious making it through now for Montreal. Rorschach making his way around Tank, falling off the jam. 1:93.201. Can CDTA do it again? Montreal able to feel the jammer. Mardi Gras on the line. Arsenal jamming for the CDTA. But there is only 1 blocker out there right now for Montreal. Eltonon jamming now instead of Mardi Gras for Montreal. Last minute substitution there as Arsenal makes his way through, picks up lead jammer for CDTA. Eltonon getting knocked inside by Psycho. Psycho can't stay on his feet. Massacre headed to the penalty box as Eltonon completes his initial pass. Arsenal picking up 4 points as Buddy Ollie heads to the penalty box now. 1:97.201. Arsenal calling out the jam. 4-point game. Montreal still in the lead, but Capital District one scoring pass away from making it tied or taking the lead. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Unwired come to the line. He is jamming against Raul Mobile. Both teams have 2 blockers out there, so it's going to be who works together the best and who has the fastest jammer. Unwired getting tripped up there as Raul Mobile makes his way through, picks up lead jammer for Montreal. Unwired right behind him though. Another penalty called on Montreal. They're having a ton of penalty woes right now. Raul Mobile, however, slipping through, picking up 4 points and calling off the jam, giving themselves a little breathing room. 2:05, 197. Montreal still in the lead. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. More shot headed to the line for CDTA. Eltona for the Montreal Mont Royals. Who's blocking out there? There's no one out there. 2 blockers out there for Montreal, 1 for Albany. Eltona picking up lead jammer for Montreal. Rorschach completing his initial pass in CDTA. Eltona getting knocked around, making his way past Rorschach, getting knocked down. Rorschach coming in out of nowhere, getting 4 points for CDTA, only 3 points for Montreal. 2:01 to 2:08, a 7-point game, 5.5 minutes to go in the second half. Arsenal for CDTA jamming against Mardi Gras for Montreal. Capital District with 2 blockers out there, Montreal with 3.
Rolling the lead, a nice hard hit on Marty. He goes down 2. Backs Marty up just about to the jammer line. Allowing Arsenal to make his way through. He's going to come up lead jammer for Capital District.
Arsenal picking up lead jammer for CDTA. Mardi Gras still not completing his initial pass. Mardi Gras making it clear on the path as Arsenal comes in trying to pick up some points here. Well and down, headed to the penalty box for CDTA. Arsenal getting knocked around hard. Both jammers into the back. Arsenal makes his way through, picking up 4 points for CDTA. Mardi Gras making his way around, 4 points for Montreal. CDTA walled up in the back, Montreal walled up at the front as Arsenal makes his way in, getting 2 points and calling off the jam.
Yeah, he's passing the team.
Sorry, 3 points for CDTA, 2:05 to 2:11, 4 minutes to go in the second half. Raul Mobile, number 17, jamming against Unwired. Unwired jammer for CDTA, Raul Mobile, jammer for the Mont Royals. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go. 4-point game, 2:08, 2:12. Score update. Number 72, Dave Dowd, has fouled out for CDTA, so he is going to be headed to the locker room and cannot help his team orchestrate one of the biggest comebacks we've seen here at the Mohawk Valley Cup. Raul Mobile picking up lead jammer on the wire right behind him. Raul Mobile stepping over the inside line. 4 points for Montreal. 8-point game, 2:08, 2:16. 2 timeouts remaining, so they use 1 to try and get as much time as possible to retake the lead here. Montreal still with 2 timeouts if they need it, and if the CDTA is able to retake the lead here, you can bet Montreal will be using at least one of those timeouts. Eltona knocking down Rorschach. Howard chance situation here. Back block penalty. Eltona headed to the penalty box. Power jam for Rorschach. Rorschach. Can Albany take the lead? Rorschach trying to make his way around Montreal. Getting held back. Spin move around the rev. 5 points for the Toronto Authority. 213, 216. Montreal still in the lead. Buddy Ollie headed to the penalty box for Montreal. Cut to the inside. Toronto Authority takes the lead. 218, 216. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Rorschach running headlong in the tank. Working around the outside. 5 more points. 223, 216.
And right now what needs to happen is just that CDTA just needs to take a deep breath and focus. Don't do anything too rash. Don't do anything too crazy. Keep your focus, keep it calm, and let it play out.
Rorschach staying focused, picking up 5 more points for the CDTA. 2 minutes to go. 228, 216. M4 tank headed to the penalty box. Jam being called by Rorschach. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Timeout. That's the end of the timeout. And we are coming to the conclusion of this exciting bout for 5th place here at the Mohawk Valley Cup. Red M4 tank and 911 Aubert Jensen have both fouled out of the game. They have been ejected for the Montreal Mount Royals. Raul Mobile trying to make his way around the wall of blue. Arsul trying to make his way around. Raul Mobile leads jammer for Montreal. Power jam situation for Montreal as Arsul heads to the penalty box for a blocking with the head penalty. 5 points for Montreal. 221, 233. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. Paul Bunyan headed to the penalty box for Albany. Raul Mobile getting knocked to the inside by Massacre as he tries to make his way around. 5 more points for Montreal. 226, 233. Raul Mobile cruising around the track. 2 blockers in his way. Spin move around Will Jefferson. Again, hit by Psycho. Stay on his feet. 5 more points. 231, 233. Montreal. 31 seconds to go in the half. Raul Mobile stepping over the outside line. 5 more points. Montreal retakes the lead. 236, 233. Arsenal coming out of the penalty box. That's Raul Mobile. That's 5 more points. 7 seconds to go. Arsenal trying to get through his initial pass. Raul Mobile making his way in. That's it! That's the end of the game! Montreal win! 243, 233, Montreal, they pull it out of the very last jam of the game! Power jam situation gets them the win! What an amazing bout! Montreal take home 5th place!
Just got the go-ahead from me. This is the official final, 243, 233.
Official final 243, 233. Capital District nearly scoring a huge comeback for the 2nd time in this tournament. But Montreal in the final jam retake the lead in what is the most exciting battle.